I'm Lance Reese of WrestleZona on 88.7 The Pulse, and I am joined at Duke City Championship Wrestling with the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, the Thrillbilly, Silas Mason. And, you are here for Duke City for the first time, correct, tonight?
It is my first time, yeah. Duke City Championship Wrestling is blessed by the Thrillbilly himself. History is being made tonight.
It's being made with the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion here, as well as, I've got to just ask you, with local and territorial promotions like this, do you think that is thriving for the business?
I think it's thriving for the business. I think it is. I think it's thrilling for the business.
Thrilling for the business.
Because it's one of those things whenever you have a nationally organized brand like the NWA and you have a power player like Billy Corgan behind it, it can take a lot of these places that I came from an NWA territory before it was a territory, Joe Kazan Promotions. That's where Billy Corgan saw me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the world champion now, and I'm making a lot of money. So if these kids want that opportunity, the territory system presents that opportunity.
Yeah, and the NWA, a prestigious, the longest lasting U.S. promotion since 1949, and we have, of course, the 10 pounds of gold on him right now. What does it mean to bring a new level of prestige to the 10 pounds of gold?
Well, that's the thing, and I'm glad you said it. It is a new level of prestige. It's not the same old with the NWA. You had a lot of guys back in the day like Terry Funk, Ric Flair, Lou Thez. The sports world has evolved. Sports science has evolved. Now you have a guy, I am bigger than any heavyweight they had back then, and I move quicker than them, and I can talk better than them, and I can think faster than them. So it is a new level of prestige. Not to besmirch them. They were all great. But I'm just better. I'm better than anyone else has ever been before.
And you are very much a did-it-yourself, rough around the edges, but professional at heart. And you get a lot of compliments and comparisons from fans and colleagues alike about having an old-school style of wrestling. Do you think that is true to you, or it's not doing you enough justice?
Well, it's the thing. It's what's old is new again, and whenever you have to, we're not digging up ghosts, just to walk around their skin, you know what I'm saying, bro? We want to bring back the real feeling of it, the real authenticity, the genuineness. That's what I want to bring to it. It's not old school or new school, brother. I never went to school. You know what I'm saying? People don't know this about me and Lance, but we actually go way back. He went to Penn State. I went to the state Penn, but I digress. It's one of those things when you have to show somebody something they ain't never seen before. That's all I watch is that old school wrestling. Barry Windham, Terry Gordy, Stan Hansen. So that's what I want to bring to people.
And it's great you brought up Terry Gordy in your big screen debut in the Iron Claw. You actually played the Bam Bam Terry Gordy character. And what does it mean to bring that to life? Do you see a lot of yourself in the Fabulous Freebird?
I do. It was one of those things whenever I saw Terry Gordy and, like I said, Barry Windham, Stan Hansen, big guys that could move. It wasn't just that they could hit you hard and they just stood there. They got after it. Freight trains off the tracks, and they would run everybody over. And I know to everybody at home, and this camera lady right here, I don't want it to get the camera to start shaking, but this hand touched Zac Efron's butt. That's true. Caught it in a crossbody, and the thing's harder than this brick wall behind me right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are at the historic El Rey for Duke City Championship Wrestling. And I guess my final question for you would be, with the prerequisite that you come out of here still with your belt, beating local legend Hobo Hank, what is next for the Thrillbilly Silas Mason coming up in the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship?
I don't like that Hobo Hank one bit. He lives in an underpass and he ain't got no class. That's what I think about him. So it's going to be really, really good to retain the championship, but it's going to feel even better to beat some respect into that punk.
You heard it here first, folks. The NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, the Thrillbilly Silas Mason for WrestleZona on 88.7 The Pulse.